to. I'm sitting on my bed marking my calendar when out of nowhere, there was a flashlight pointing directly at me. And that's when I knew it was over. I was caught. Basic military training. One of the best times in my entire life that I would never want to do again. Yeah, man, BMT was hard. Not being able to sleep until noon, had to work out 6 days a week. They even made me go outside. Do you hear me? And worst of all, I wasn't able to binge watch Netflix while eating the most unhealthy foods and making my parents contemplate whether or not they were going to claim to have one less son. Pretty much making me act like a, dear God, I don't want to say it, but a decent human being. That is until lights out. Let me explain. So when the instructors went home after lights out, there was no one to keep everyone in line. So when they went ahead and left, nothing went right. Bruh, people were running around the dorm, writing letters in the latrine, aka the bathroom. One guy would be doing calisthenics in his bed. Why he would be doing calisthenics in his bed, I don't know. Some of you are probably thinking I'm being too dramatic, but if you saw the he would do, you know, whatever, it's fine. Because what do you think happens when you strip away every form of entertainment and lock 30 plus guys in a room? Oh wait, my bad. Did I mention there was 30 of us locked in a room for 2 months? Now, lights out is exactly what it sounds like. Everyone goes to bed. But sometimes after lights out, instructors would randomly bust into dorms to catch anyone who wasn't in bed. And just to be specific, their own beds. Don't ask me why, just listen to the story. Now, each dorm had 3 entry points. There was the main entrance, the fire exit, and a joining door between each dormitory. Now, the most common door they would come in through was the fire exit, because as soon as you open the door, you can see the entire room on both sides of the dorm. There was
nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And so one night, while everyone is up acting like idiots, running around the dormitory, writing letters in the bathroom, and doing calisthenics in the bed, I was marking days off my calendar. Now wait, before you talk about how hypocritical I am, I never said I was the best trainee. Anyways, people are up doing stuff they weren't supposed to. I'm sitting on my bed marking my calendar when out of nowhere, there was a flashlight pointing directly at me. And that's when I knew it was over. I was caught. Without even looking up, I knew exactly what was going on. The instructors had come in the back door and no one had heard them come in. So I ended up getting written up for writing letters even though I wasn't even writing a letter. All I'm saying is don't write me up for writing a letter instead of marking a calendar. Person who wrote me up for writing a letter when I wasn't even writing a letter. If you couldn't tell, I'm still a little salty about that whole experience. So that night, that instructor caught 2 bodies. He got me, for doing something I wasn't even doing, and the other person for writing letters in the bathroom. So I put my stuff up and I'm going to bed when I hear someone on the other side of the dorm getting smoked. Now, I wasn't there to see exactly what happened, but from what I've been told, someone got caught in another dude's bed. And when the instructor asked what was going on, one dude said he was just sitting on the bed, but then the other guy turns around and says, "Nah, I was in the sheets." So after having his ears just assaulted, the instructor just looks at them in disappointment. But just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the dude who was in the sheet says, "Nothing sexual, sir." This dude really thought he was gonna save somebody. Luckily, they only got hit with the U for the week of training, and for my people who have been through basic, you know exactly how bad it could have gotten. But you know what? The story to this day is still funny to hear. And the best part about the whole thing is that all of this happened in the first week of training.